Let's see the big picture of the hospital system. We have this previous function, input valid integer, that present a message and give a start and end to return an integer, as we did before. I have here three kind of classes. The patient class, which is, as we know, something that represents the name and the status, give us a string representation here and here, and some function I will highlight after some time. And also we have the hospital manager and the front-end manager. In terms of the current software engineering and many things, as we learned, there is what we call a front-end and back-end. The front-end mainly represent what the user is dealing with it, like a mobile screen, a website screen, the console screen. And this is mainly doing two things: representing the choices for the user, printing data from the user, taking inputs from the user. And then we have the back end, and in the future this will be very complicated, involving big databases and networking codes and so on. The front end here is responsible for printing the menu. I also added a dummy data here. I guess more proper position is to put it here, but anyway. And also we have the run function, and the run will keep printing the menu, getting the choice, and calling the manager here. So this guy here initially has a 20 specialization as a parameter, as an argument, and also it creates a hospital manager with this one and creates some dummy data. Now the run function keeps let's keep it high level for now. The hospital manager here has all of the function relevant to our interface. For example, it has a function to add a patient, and also it has a function to check if we can add more patients, and had a function to get printable patient information. I tried to not print information in the back end. I tried this time to prepare data, send it back to the front end, or a function to get the next patient or remove the patient. Observe also the function here aren't necessarily only the function in the menu options. You are actually adding more convenient data than just needed, so that used by your interface or maybe verification by the front-end manager. So this is mainly the high level of the project. Let's see the run menu here. The run menu start with again printing the menu, which you will have here, asking the bunch of choices, and different from the last time, I didn't put this time 1 2 3 4 5 6. Why? Because this is a hard coding for a number. Every time you decide to change this option to come lower or add more choice, these guides are going to be changed. So now this time, when I was generating the message with list comprehension, I iterated over all the messages, and for every message I formatted it in terms of 1 2 3 4 5 and the message itself. So this way I got rid of this hard coding here. After that, I printed the message, I printed the menu, I sent the menu to the function to get a number for me. Then we have if choice number 1, we will call the add function. If choice number 2, we will call the get printable information, 3, 4, 5, and so on. This is a big picture of them. In number 1 here, we will read the specialization, and then I'm first asking if we can add more to the specialization or not. If we can add, I'm getting the name and status. So I didn't read all the information, then I told him that we cannot add. This is more logical. You check first if the specialization allow or not. If allow, then you add the name and the status. And then we are calling the add patient function. Otherwise, we print a message that we cannot add anymore. In choice number 2 here, we would like to print the information. So I got the results from here, which is a list of the information of the users. If not list, which is false if the list is empty, then we say, which would be true if the list is empty, we print that there are no patients. Otherwise, I iterate and start to print the specialization name, and then also print the information of this current specialization. In choice number 3, the doctor is asking for a user to print the get next patient. So we give it the specialization and take a patient. If it is none, then there is no actually patient at the moment, so we say that. Otherwise, we'll print him for the user. Finally, we ask the user to enter his name if he would like to leave. And then again, we check here. If no such a name, we just print that no patient with such a name in the specialization. Maybe a better case here to write else by for the patient. This is the big picture of the code and the front end. And the next time we will discuss more about the other two classes.